what you want from me, and I tried to buy your pretty heart, but
what's up, it's your girl Lexi Twice, and this thing feeling good, you heard me, period. Now, I don't have no makeup on because this summer I'm trying to get that skin snatch. I want to be glowing. I don't want to conceal and melting from under my eyes. I want to be glowing, you know what I'm saying? So the skin is out, okay? It's not perfect yet, but I'm working on it real hard, so let that be. Now, today I got a story time kind of rant for y'all because I'm a little fizzled. You know what I'm saying? I'm fizzled. I'm a little mad. Because it just popped in me today and how wrong I was treated. So if you read the title, you probably know what it's about. Let's start off when I was 16, when this all started. As soon as I turned 16, I wanted to get a job. Why? Because I wanted to get my own hair. Ooh, wait. She's stacking. I wanted to get my own hair. I wanted to get my own makeup. Because, my mom always had me, but, I want to get my own stuff. This will happen. When I turned 16, as soon as I turned 16, it was a minute before I tried to look for a job. Because I was still homeschooled. I was focused on school. And then, the school became steady. It came steady. So, boom, I tried to look for a job. So, here I go putting in applications to places, not knowing nothing about what I need. Y'all, I didn't even have an ID. But I'm putting applications into places, putting applications in gas stations. I'm calling them. I'm calling Rallies, McDonald's, Wendy's, Captain Sales, places that look like they only have certain races. I was trying to get a job at. What I'm gonna be doing up in them. I remember finally putting in a job application. I'm like, let me stop, because I didn't fill out everything for in my area. I don't have no more places to apply for in my area. So we then start working on getting me an ID, because I'm 16. I don't know if you can get an ID before that, but I was 16. I'm like, I want an ID now, a hand-printed ID. And I'm like, Mom, what do I need to take with me? She told me 2 things you need. So boom, I go there with a friend of my mother's. I don't remember which lady it was, but a friend of my mother's bring me there, and we try to get my ID. Here we go. The problems start now. This whole getting the ID process took a month or a month and a half, right? Or a couple of weeks and a half, but it was long, so it felt like a month. So probably a month. So we go there. I'm trying to get ID. I have to, since I'm underage, I'm a minor, I have to be there with someone who's on my birth certificate, right? My mom didn't come with me. So now I have to go there. I come back with my they said a legal guardian or something at first, or a parent. I come back there with my grandma. I didn't have all my information, and she still wasn't on my birth certificate. So I go there with my mother, and we don't have something. We have a copy of it. We need the exact thing of it. So now we have to order one in the mail, because we don't have one at home. So now we have to order a copy of it in the mail. I think it was a social something. We had to order it in the mail. So we had to wait a week or 2 for it to get here, right? That took longer. Boom, I get it. We get there and we finally get my ID. I was so happy, y'all. I was so happy. I looked so ratchet. I was smiling so hard. I was just happy to have ID. And that's a step closer. The last step, I think, was getting my permit, y'all. So guess who calls me one day? Be like, are you still interested in getting a job? Guess who calls me? Checkers. Now, I'm not going to say where. I'm not going to say no names of them people, because y'all can come tell me something. Anyway, let me stop being retarded. They call me. I go to the interview. I'm getting all excited. My hair was braided to the back. My hair was braided to the back, and it was colored and stuff, blonde a little bit, and it was just ratchet looking. And I had this black skirt on with a camel shirt like this and a cardigan. When I tell y'all, I was so toe up. It's embarrassing. Then I had a little Droid, y'all. I think I had a little Droid. No, I think I had my little iPhone, the little 5S, and it was this tall, this skinny. Terrible. Here I go in my interview. She liked me. She asked me about if I'm going to school. I'm like, no, I left because the children were bullying me and stuff. She's like, oh, well, we don't, listen to what she said, y'all. We don't tolerate that here. We don't tolerate that here. I'm the manager. We don't tolerate that here. And you You told me that. You miss, I'm gonna give her a name. I'm gonna call her Riri just because I see this. You miss Riri. You told me you don't, I'm gonna keep that right there if I can remember. You miss Riri. You told me you don't tolerate that here. Mem that. Mem that, alright? Remember, mem that. Okay? So she said that. Now, she told me I need to get a permit signed. She gave me a permit after she took a while to go find one because I guess it was like a little messy in there. Because Checkers, you know, they don't have a they only have a kitchen. They don't have like a lobby or anything. So it's just outside in a little cooking area. So yeah, y'all, I'm sitting here waiting, and I'm texting my mom like, Mom, I got the job. She told me I was hired. So I'm hired and everything. I'm just waiting to get my permit. And then my mom's friend was waiting for me, Miss Arnett. She was waiting for me, and she's like, I told her I got the job. I was excited. So I got the job. I went to go get my permit signed the day the permit office, whatever that place job one was open. I went to the day was open, and I'm going to get it signed. Now, this where the stuff started happening wrong. She told me come there on Tuesday at 11, and I went there on Wednesday or Thursday at 11. Now, she told me when I got there, well, first of all, I didn't have a uniform on. I had a black shirt on and just slacks and like flip wrist shoes because that's what we had to have on. She's like, what happened to you? I'm like, huh? I told you to come here on Tuesday. And I'm like, I'm looking at my phone, my notes. I'm like,
so it's kind of like I was already the bad
that's
start with her.
Like, that's a Thursday. Like, I'm so confused. And I was like, oh my gosh. She said, it's okay, don't worry about it. Come on. So let's skip all this part, the training, all that. So the training, you know, I watched this little video. I said that, and I started like getting into the work and everything. She teach me how to make burgers, which took me so long. Then plus I had these glasses on so I could see how to make the sandwiches because I can't see. And I'm so glad where I work now, I don't work in the kitchen because, but it's gonna be easy regardless. Like, they gonna understand. But like, I don't work in the kitchen because my customer service are great. They want me around people. So yeah. But anyways, let's get back to what I was saying. She had me in the kitchen on the first few days. I was making sandwich burgers and stuff. So I'm like, I went home that day. I'm like, Mom, it's so fun. They're so nice. And I learned how to make the all-American cheeseburger. And I learned how to dip fries and stuff. I was so happy. This how they be though. Like, this how they was. Like, if you don't get how to do everything in 2 days or 3 days of you coming to work, you gonna be like, they gonna be acting like they don't, like, what the word I'm trying to say? They don't really want.
I'm trying to say you're not useful to them if you don't catch on quick.
Me, they hurt my voice, right? My voice, they like, we want you on the window because you so polite, you so this. We want you on the window. I'm like, okay. So me being kind of winded, I wasn't sure how to count a drawer. Like, I could count money. Like, you give me a stack of cash and some coins and some pennies, I can count that money for you. It might take me 2 minutes, but I can count it for you, depending on how much it is. But counting a drawer, I didn't understand the technique of it. Like, I just add everything up, but like, she told me not to do it like that. She told me to count it like this, like that. I did not know how to count a drawer. And the way they were back there, like, they wasn't really like together like a team. But like, some they had a little cliques, you know. They had cliques, which was weird to me because like, we are workspace. They won't come together and help me do the drawer. So what they did for me, what you don't supposed to do was for somebody, you don't supposed to count nobody else's drawer. Or you're not supposed to let nobody else count your drawer and stuff like that. So they count my drawer for me, and they just told me, okay, this is how you ring up the orders, this is how you ring up the orders, and, you know, you going back, you make the drink, you do this, you do that. Like, okay, I gotta do like 4 things at once, which is cool, because you're supposed to multitask. It's fast food. Now, let's fast forward to a little bit of me working. I get my first little check. Now, it's like the check, you know, that you got to catch up on. That first check, not nothing, because, you know, it's training hours. You don't have your real hours and stuff like this. It was a little pool, but I was happy to have my own money, you know what I'm saying? But then, roll around, next week coming. Okay, so I'm working, but like, I get everything, and I'm only on one spot that I'm really like an expert at, which was the fries, the wings, you know, basically dropping everything. Dropping the fries, dropping the wings, dropping the apple pies. I was good at dropping like the chicken bites and all that. I was good at dropping them and stuff, and I was good at putting them in a little cart, passing them into the bag, put them out the window. I was good at doing all that stuff. So that's what they mostly let me do. And also take orders from time to time, right? I was doing good. Now, when they try to make me switch and do something else, that's why I slip up a little bit, or I keep asking for help. So I found them one day whispering, because one of the ladies like, oh, I'm about to leave. You sure? It's like, oh, you sure you want me to leave? You sure you want me to leave? Like, basically saying, oh, you can go home. And then she's like, oh, you sure you want me to leave? Because she looking at me like, she here, you sure you want me to leave? You ain't gonna have no help. I'm like, what you gotta say? I know what you're doing. Like, you ain't slick. Like, that was really rude. I'm like, I was really like, that's crazy. Now, that was one strike. Now, this other thing, the new girl, like, when you new, you gotta meet everybody on different days. So, like, you don't know everybody on your first day. People come in that you never knew about, or you, like, never seen, because they're not on the same schedule all day. Which is another thing. I was barely ever on the schedule. I was on schedule 3 days out of a week, right? Nothing, y'all. Like, why y'all doing that to me? Like, I know I'm not as good as everything, but could you help me? Could you help me? Like, all I want is some help. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, anyways, I met this girl. Now, I ain't gonna lie. She had the biggest chest ever, y'all. So, that's how I knew. We call her, I'm not gonna say what we call her, because then they're gonna know who I'm talking about. A really big chest and stuff. So, that's how I knew, like, who she was. Anyways, they used to talk about her. That's how I knew who she was when she came in. Okay, that's what they be talking about. So, she come in there, and she had the most ghettoest attitude ever. And I don't even think she meant to do it. I feel like she was the type of girl in school who just talked too much and was so extra and be making buku noise at 8 o'clock in the morning. I feel like she was one of them girls in school. But they all was grown, and there was like one 17-year-old, and I was 16. And she was so sweet, and I still follow her on Instagram to this day. That's my dog. Not really, but she cool. She was like rude, and she kept doing this little thing where she tell me, oh no, baby, you gotta do this, baby. Like, baby this, baby that. First of all, I'm way beyond your baby. My mother can call me her baby, because I will always be her. Don't call me your baby. Don't do that. That really got on my nerves, because if you gonna say like, oh baby, you're so cute, that's different. But like, look, baby, no, stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me. Like, I was getting irritated, and I'm like, yes, what am I doing wrong? She's like, look, you putting too much fries in the cart at once. Then people don't need you filling it up and you making it go. No, you're supposed to just put this much in there. You're supposed to put 7 or 6 chicken little bites and stuff, and you put the fries at the bottom. You don't need to put that whole thing. First of all, it was just too much. Then they're so stingy with the food. Like, the people paying like what, $4.99 for a chicken bite box, or I don't remember, but you giving them like 7 fries and 6 chicken. I was fed up. I was like, no, this ain't right. Anyways, they started playing with the money, you know what I'm saying? Because they started playing with me, for real. This is why I started to get irritated. And let me tell you real quick. One day, after I got quit, or I got fired, whatever one you want to call it, she didn't put me on the schedule, but I was supposed to go back to work. But then I told her I wasn't coming back to work, and she wrong for not putting me on the schedule, so I think I quit. But anyway, they started playing with my money, right? Because it was close to me. Like, when it's getting close to the end of the day of me to go home, she would have been, like, she been clocked me out. So, when it's time for me to almost go home, she would have been clocked me out. I'm like, those not the hours I work. Like, I be calculating. Like, she been clocked me out when I was about to go home. So, basically, I've been working, not on the clock. So, why can't I clock myself out? Every time I'm like, okay, I'm about to go clock out, she said, oh, I got it for you. She'll go back there, and I'm like, and then I used to go on break. Before I used to go on break, she would have been clocking me out too. So I was just so confused. Like, I'm like, what's going on? Me being 17, I ain't tell my mama because I'm like, okay, I'm independent, I got this. But I still didn't understand what was going on until I started working at this new job, and he told me, hey girl, they was playing you. And I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, so one day I called them on the phone, and I was like, so basically this how I almost got to the point of me not working no more. School come back around in August or something, September come back around. I'm going back to public school, which didn't last long, so I could have stayed working out. I'm glad I didn't though. School comes back around, and my mother was like really hard on me, like not hard on me, she really wanted me to focus on school. So she wanted me to keep working because she wanted me to keep making my money, but she wanted me to work after, you know, like after school, a little later. And then it's the thing, I had to catch a bus to work, so it's gonna be late by the time I get off of school. I got off to school like 6 o'clock. I got walked home or something. So think about working like 6:30 to like 10, and then like you gotta catch a bus, and I'm walking by myself. Then I ride the bike to the bus stop and all that. It's just too much. So eventually I was gonna have to quit anyway. I asked the lady if she could work around my schedule. I could only work on weekends. She's like, we don't have this for you, we don't have that, but I'm gonna see. She started she got on the phone with mama. She started doing too much, and it was just too much. So eventually I'm waiting for a call back. Never got it. Like in a couple weeks I just started school and everything. Okay, I just started school and everything, and I'm not basically I'm not working no more. So I called her one day. I'm like, and she didn't answer. It wasn't Riri. It was somebody else. She answered, and I'm like, hello. When I supposed to come back to work? But you know what? Don't worry about it, because Riri Rolf and I put me on the schedule. Clock. And then a few months later, I prank called them like, is y'all grease? Do y'all change y'all grease? Y'all grease dirty. So yeah, I called them and I was like, do y'all change y'all grease? And I sounded so different. I was changing my voice, and it's like, what? And they hung up. I drove them, son. So yeah, this story was pretty much everywhere. That's like my first job, and like they were really messy to be adults, and how they was talking about me, and I was 16, and it was just really like throwing slings all the time. They were just so messy. It's more to the story, but when I don't write notes down, I just be rambling, so I don't know what I was talking about, but I'm telling you what happened though. So I hope y'all like this story kind of rant thing. I don't know, but I'm trying to get better, you know what I'm saying? But thank you for watching. I love you guys. Twice Gang. Tell me if Twice Gang too corny, because I feel like it's lame. You need to call y'all something good. So even, you know, a little bit of subscribers, I do have that watch me and stuff. I love y'all because y'all the gang, and I'm never gonna be in YouTube for the coin, because I just like the camera on me. That's all. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.
I'm the hood Mona Lisa, break a nigga into pieces. Had the X and cheesy niggas out my circle like a pizza. I'm way too exclusive, I don't shop on Insta boutiques. All the little ass clothes only fit fake booties. Bad bitch, still talking cash shit.